Alright, hello everyone. So, I wanted to go over a trade that I took today that actually made me $5,552, as we can see right here. This is proof of the trade that I took, and I took this on my 100K funded, which is now at 106,000, and I'm actually waiting on a payout on it. That's why I haven't traded on it in a while. And so, while this is actually a little bit ago, actually April 24th, I wanted to go ahead and review this trade, as obviously the number is an eye-catching number, but I also wanted to review some of my winning trades, which I will continue to do. And I actually do have a couple. I had one I took yesterday that I want to review, or not yesterday, Friday, my bad. So Friday. And so I wanted to make this video as to give you a sense of, more of a sense of trust with me, that I actually am profitable and I make money from this, and I have winning trades. Okay, I don't just understand the concepts, I use these concepts in my trades, which allow me to hit the take profits that I'm setting out. And so, and also to give myself some credibility for these trades, and that I'm not just making up this stuff that I teach. And so let's get right into it. So I actually can't go down straight to the 1 minute chart because this was actually a bit ago, but overall, so I just wanted to go ahead and review this. So pretty quickly, I'll just review it on chart, then I'll review it with this post that I made, but I'm going to go into it. So we're overall bearish, okay, because if we zoom out, we can clearly see that we're pretty bearish on structure for NQ, and that's what this was on, the NQ. So I wanted to, let's just go ahead and scroll through this. So let me go back. So we had actually filled a 1 day fair value gap and reacted. So April 24th, I want to go to the 1 day. And now some of what I'm going to be explaining on why I took the trade. I haven't exactly explained these concepts yet, but I will get back into it. We're just putting a little bit of a pause on the trading course, but I'll get right back into that. But this is kind of more for the experienced traders that know what I'm referencing, so they can understand it, as well as for the inexperienced traders to kind of get a sense of what my trades look like. And so April 24th, so here we go. Where's it at? It was, okay, so we can see that we had a, we gotta close this. We can see that we had a daily fair value gap right here. And that's pretty much all I wanted to trade off of, right? So, and this is the day we're looking at. So we had went past this opening the day, we had went past this fair value gap. And then if we scale back down to the 15 minute, let me go back right here, I believe. Yeah, okay, so I believe this might have been the gap or something like that. But so, and I'll just go ahead and show the, so obviously, yeah, we filled the 1 day fair value gap, and then this is where I entered. So what I usually go for, I had a 30 handle stop loss, but what I usually get and what I usually try to go for on NQ is I try to get around 15 to 20. That's my average stop, but this one was a bigger stop, and I obviously targeted 200 handles when I'll usually target maybe 150. That's maybe around the average 100, 150. But it was still a 7-hour trade. But I want to go ahead and say this. While this was a good trade, I could have had a better entry. You can see that I actually entered right here off of, we can see this fair value gap, the top of it, along with this breaker that I had. But I want to go ahead and say I should have played possibly this order block, okay? Or even what I probably would have played if I had taken this trade today was this breaker right here, okay? Because we can see we entered into that and then dumped. I got too early of an entry trading this breaker when I should have traded this one up here. And so, but that would have allowed me to have maybe a 12-hour trade, 13, but that's all right. We still took it. This is where we entered off a fair value gap fill in a breaker block. And so I had to aim for a 1 hour fair value gap. Here we go. I'll go ahead and show you where that is. Right here. This fair value gap is what I was aiming for. And this is was actually kind of a loose target. But just there being a zone right here that I'm expecting possible reversal. Let me see. Yeah, this breaker block right here, possible reversal. But to be honest, I probably could have targeted something like these lows. But I mean, 200 handles was kind of what I was targeting here. Yeah, so 1 hour for a real gap. I actually do think this was a pretty good target, and we had actually hit it end of day. This trade actually took around all day, from around 2 hours after session open to right at session close. And so we had targeted the top of that, not the consequent encroachment, not the fill of it, just top of the 1 hour fair value gap. And so we had continued going down, and we go to show this. So this is Meta earnings. So I'll actually go ahead and explain this. So here. So we'd actually been going down. We had a little bit of a retrace upwards, and then we had this fair value gap that I saw was respected, which gave me even more confidence that this trade was actually going to go on to hit TP. And I expected it to actually go into Asian session and then continue downwards, but before close, Meta reported earnings, which was horrible, and we had dumped around, let's see, that was around 150 handles in literally a minute. Okay, hit right to TP. But there's going to be people out there that are going to say, why didn't you look at earnings were coming out? I do not look at earnings at all, and I do not anticipate them, only because what you'll see most of the time is that earnings and news releases do go in the direction of where liquidity is, and where the draw of liquidity is. Now, there are times where it will not, but that's generally what you will see as you spend more time in the market. Obviously, news releases, like economic news releases, I will wait for that to come out before I take a trade. But for earnings, I don't worry about earnings at all. It just happened to have come out. If it had not come out, price would have eventually hit it during Asian session or even London session, or even hit it in the next New York session. Okay. But yeah, so I'd hit TP on that. And there's actually a second trade I wasn't going to go over in this video, but I'll go over it now. Alright, yeah, and so that's all I have for this video. And as soon as this video ends, I'm going to go ahead and film episode 4 of the trading course. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to film another trade recap that I took on the euro on Friday, which was actually a 23 to 8 hour trade, which I will review in the next video after I make the trading course video. But with all that said, have a good day.